Welcome into the ATB show, atbshow.com. Go there. The links are there. You can track down the social media where the Rubber Shoes rant takes place every morning, earlier and earlier. It's almost like the LA studios for ESPN, right? He almost has to wait for some of the games to finish before he starts. God bless him. And you know what? I'm checking in. I'm in beautiful downtown New Hampshire. Scotty, poolside in beautiful downtown Maine. We got Adam in Connecticut, and I wanted to say, because he would appreciate this, like at OG and the Bulldogs, he's live from the Berry, but he's not. I want him on the Strawberry in the pool in beautiful downtown LA, and he's not. He's in the new plush studios. We are concerned that Grandpa Shoes might nod off during the show because he's in his brand new Baca
Here he has. Oh, no, he's moving. He's moved. Okay, he moved.
Nice Baca Lounger, dude.
I'm sending out the notifications on Facebook. That
he's letting everybody know that he's live from the chair. Yep. It's like the Green Mile. All right, well, so let's get into it. Scotty, you had a question about the pool. That's like some of the biggest news so far is that the pool's finally done.
Top notch.
And yeah, not football pools, this pool, your pool.
Yeah. Well, no. So, all right. I was going to ask Billy, like, I don't know if there's air in my pump, but it's the sort of flap essentially when going into like where the flap was like down and there's like just a ton of water like flowing in. And I looked at the pump and there was just like a ton of movement, which I know it's supposed to be relatively like steady. So it'll be filled with water, but relatively steady. And there's a ton of movement. I don't know if there's air in there and I don't know how to necessarily fix it. So I don't know if you had run into that before.
I'm going to jump in right here because maybe you require a visit from AAA Work Trucks.
I think that's a great idea.
Based on the commercial, he gets on the back of the truck with a whole bunch of stuff. He could fix anything, right?
Well, the problem with
bottle of beer
pool stuff is that
Mrs.
Shoes is the one that takes care of all the pool stuff.
Of course she is.
Wow.
Where's Stephanie when I need her?
She does the pool.
So the only thing I can think is it to backwash it.
Yeah, I could.
That might take care of it.
It's only been
Can
like
we get Mother Shoes in here?
All right.
To put some
Mother
help for
Shoes, we
Scotty?
need you in here for a second.
I love all of this. Here's the thing. Since we met at Kowloon, none of us have seen Billy move. So I don't know if this is like Misery and she's just painting around him and moving the body. Then she puts him out in the pool and floats him for a while, right? It's like Weekend at Rubber Shoes.
Ask your question again. I have her in here.
Oh, I love this.
Okay. Hi, Steph. So, question is
because the mic's over here.
So you know the question then, Rubber Shoes. Just ask it.
Yeah, what are we doing? She can't hear you. You have headphones on. What
No,
are you doing?
I unplugged the headphones.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This is just amazing. So the question is the flap to the pool just basically was staying down and water was flowing, into the filter. Then it goes into the other filter, I guess, or the pump. And then the pump, I could see like a lot of water just spinning. And it looked like it was essentially just, I know it's not supposed to be relatively like still. And so I just didn't know if there was air in there or if there's any way to resolve that because it didn't seem like it was going correctly.
She thinks you don't have enough water in your pool.
So the skimmer is the box, and the flap goes in, and that's where
I love all of this.
Jesus, really.
Professional quality film.
I love this.
So where the skimmer is, there's a middle screw. The water should be at least to that middle screw or higher. If it's under that, it doesn't have enough water, and that's causing your problem.
He's gonna go look.
It's under like there's the middle screw and it's just under it. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, so that's what it is. There's not enough water in there. It's not gonna hurt it, but you don't have enough water, so you need to add water to the pool to bring it up. It should usually be at a little above the middle screw, so the water flows in and then it goes through your filter correctly.
Fantastic. Done. All right,
Okay,
I will add some water.
Magical.
You're the best, Steph. Thank
Mother
you.
Shoes.
Yeah, Rubber Shoes. Hold on to her like grim death. Are you kidding? She's painting.
What do you do around the house, Rubber Shoes?
So usually
she's out there right now running pH levels to make sure his baby soft skin doesn't catch a rash.
so until probably last year, I rarely use the pool.
No,
Like,
I don't believe any of that.
No,
Bull
seriously.
fuck.
Until last year, I would probably go in the pool once, twice a year. So the pool was for everyone else. So I was like, so her dad used to take care of the pool when he was able to come up and down the stairs a lot easier, and then he trained her on the pool, so she knows how. I don't know how to do anything out there. I know how to pull the cover on.
You know how to lay
at
on
the end
fruit.
of the season, and I know how to pull it off at the beginning of the season. That's it.
Does she even blow up the strawberry for you, or do you
Careful,
do that?
careful.
No, I
Careful.
take care of my own float.
Yeah, you do.
He blows his own fruit.
Yeah.
Lot of lonely
So, yeah.
hours at the fire department.
You're gonna kick us
Until
off
last
YouTube,
year.
You're gonna
honestly.
learn that. Yep. Hook and
Oh, my
ladder. They
God.
call it the old hook and ladder.
And
Yeah,
you
they
know what
do.
it is? It's the reason why I go in there more. It's because of the strawberry. Because I'm a huge baby about getting. So I can't jump into the pool. I have to, do one step at a time. And I'm a huge baby.
The show
So-
writes
Oh my
itself.
God.
I can.
Yep.
I finally got the float big enough that I can just jump on the float without getting wet, and then I can ease my way off of the float into the water.
I love all of this.
That's the truth. No lies here.
Oh my God. Oh
Well-
my God.
Netflix is calling. They would like a docuseries.
Next one is not quarterbacks; it's the shoes.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Jerseys and strawberries.
Yep. Oh my God.
Jerseys and strawberries.
Oh my God. All right.
What did you pull out the other day for jersey of the day? It was like Villanova or something. What was that one?
Oh, it was Auburn. Bo Jackson.
Auburn.
jersey.
Auburn. Yeah. My God, you go
So-
deep, man.
We're coming off the draft. How did everybody feel it went? Obviously, Tyler was straight to auto pick. How did he end? How did he end up? Considering he went to straight to auto pick, how did he do?
I don't know.
Scotty, you happy with your team?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
I'm happy with Scotty's team. I wish I had his team.
I feel like I'm happier with the wife. Her team made out pretty well too, actually. I think I'm like more jealous of her team, but I like my team.
Oh,
like my team
we're
a
gonna
lot.
have the conversation. I said during the draft we could talk about it, and we can talk about this all season. It doesn't matter if we want to throw a price tag on it and everybody throw some skin in, just to keep it interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm game for that.
Like what's a number people are comfortable with?
Whatever you-
I'll politely remind you I'm in for 3 times. I have a student athlete that's just going to tell me like, yeah, Dad, you got that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got that.
I'm saying 20.
Well, I don't. So you're asking this after the fact, after people like. I'm sure if my son knew there was money involved, he
my
would've
God.
tried.
All right.
Wow.
Still a free league.
Here
Still a
we
free
go.
league.
Wow.
Because it's like we're a foreign government and we called the election in the middle of the night. Holy shit. Okay. Nope.
Forget it.
Yep,
Forget
we'll
it.
do
It'll
it
be
next
under
year. We'll
protest
do it
all
next year when
season.
everybody drafts.
Next year.
Yes. Yes, that was actually the crux of my whole plan was to screw Tyler out of $20. I spent my entire day coaching agents and thinking, how can I get 20
$20
simoleons out of him?
Also, there's picks I may not have made if I knew we were
my
playing
Oh
for something.
my God, Rubber Shoes! What's
Yeah.
wrong with
As-
you?
As you know from the last 2 seasons, this is the league that
The
doesn't
league
matter.
doesn't matter. So what if we made it matter?
For God's
Well,
sakes.
you got to tell us before the draft that
so
it matters.
you went into last
Oh.
night's draft with no intention of being strategic at all.
I was trying to draft my team that I had in my other league as close as possible, but it's tough,
Okay.
especially with
Yeah,
a 10 league team. I mean, a
when
10
you're lying
team
on a
league.
All right, so if
strawberry
everyone
drafting.
outside of the Corey family would like to be good for $20, and if somebody outside of the Corey family wins, we will all pay that person $20.
I'm game for that.
It'll be a Venmo payment
Let
after
me
at the end of the
ask
season.
them. I'll ask them if they're.
I feel like
Well,
you've
what
already
about you,
voted for
Rubber Shoes? Are you in?
You're clearly in the thinking chair, so I think we're done here. Go out on the straw. You know what? Actually, after the show, go float on the strawberry. Go have a
Yeah,
float.
seriously.
I have
Go
a
have
haircut
float.
after
Think
the
about it
show.
on the berry. I think the berry exudes knowledge. I really.
Has you guys been watching Suits? the show Suits?
yes.
Everybody's watching it now.
Yes.
Is Rubber Shoes a slightly more healthy Lewis Litt?
Lewis Litt? Why, he's a way more
way healthier. Yeah, it's not even a competition.
From a health standpoint, they're not the same person.
Right.
Is he Lewis Litt? No, when I see Lewis Litt, God, he'll track me down and kill me. When I see Lewis Litt, I think of ultimately my friend Maddie and Sean across the street, the DeVoes. Sean DeVoe, who BU, pre-law, passed the bar.
Got it.
And he's that Lewis Litt. If I could do a side by side of Sean when he finished BU, not now. There's more snow on the roof now. Not the likeness is not there now.
I don't know. Some of the things he does are very like Lewis Litt goes mudding. Rubber Shoes lays on a strawberry in the pool.
Floating. He's fruiting.
I haven't got to that season yet. I'm only in like season 2.
I finished 2 on the road trip.
He mentions it like in passing on season 2.
Yeah, it's a big thing. If you're going to be part of the Lit team, you got to go mudding.
Yes.
I just got to the point where he asked a junior associate blonde female if she was going to mud with him, and she said she was into it. I'm like, oh my God, I might have to skip that week.
Have you been to it? Have you seen an episode where he goes mudding?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
More than I can handle. He stood up and made a proclamation, and his strawberries were hanging out. It's a lot. Some chocolate-covered fruit. Anyway. Suits is phenomenal. Suits is phenomenal.
Amazing show.
All right, so Rubber Shoes hates his team. Scotty, you're happy?
Super happy. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good because I have Sky Moore.
See Sky? Yeah. I love that.
No, I like my team. My team's good. I got a little bit of guff from the drafting crew for picking a defense so early, but it's okay. It was the Patriots defense, so I'm happy.
Yeah, Aiden is convinced he has the best team of all. I don't know about that. He gave me smack for getting Jefferson and then taking Kirk. Now, my wife loses her mind when I do this, and this is 4 cups of senility with a side of fries. I like, if I can, which I know makes no sense because what's the point of doing 3 leagues? And I know that's a small number, Scotty. I know you're in 19 leagues. 5, 6, 7?
5. I'm 5. just like Aiden actually. Aiden's in 5.
So I'm not cool enough to be in 5. I don't have that many friends. My 3 leagues, if I can, I try to make sure I keep grabbing the same people. So it's a very easy mix for me on the weekend. So I have Kirk Cousins starting in 3 leagues.
Yeah, that's so I have Kirk Cousins.
It goes south pretty fast.
You took him right before I was going to take him.
You wanted Kirk.
Yeah, that's who I have in my
little trade plate. Well, you scare up Doug Flutie, you can have Kirk.
Rubber Shoes, why did you not join the draft? I want to know. Why weren't you on the call?
He was in the pool.
I was there.
He was in the pool.
You mean the Zoom?
I was in the pool.
Yeah.
The Zoom.
Yeah, because I was in the pool.
So come on, Rubber Shoes. And it doesn't matter.
Help me with this. We had visions of you lubed up, laying on the berry. Did you have your iPhone in a Ziploc?
I drafted. I had my iPad out there and drafted.
I know you did.
I didn't.
In the pool, you had your iPad?
On the edge, yeah. And so did Steph. We both drafted from the pool.
Wow.
God bless her.
I love it.
He was having a cocktail. She was checking the pH balances. I mean, different. She was in the pool. He makes it sound nice.
She was in it.
Yeah. If you get the state paperwork, it's a very different story.
He's like, why is this pool turning green? Stephanie, take care of this.
I'm starting to itch. Get me the talc. I love it. So that's the new view. This is the new studio. That's the new view now.
I love it.
Yep.
Not as many Funko Pops though. I'm a little
peaceful.
bit...
Yeah.
That's
nice.
You should see the other side of the camera.
Nope.
Oh, we have to now.
Oh, that's the one corner of the studio that's done.
No, this is it's not completed yet. We still have to get stuff out of here because we reduced the amount of stuff in the room. Mm-hmm. So I have to bring some stuff up.
She made you call some of the pops. God bless her.
Yep.
So you have a new storage space in Tewksbury or Tingsboro?
Yeah, I need one. I definitely need one.
I can imagine you might. Scotty, I noticed you tipping one back. Are you drinking a lunch?
I am.
Oh,
go.
I thought I saw the
Very
bottle.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are good. That's what you brought to us a handful of episodes
Yeah, those
ago.
are very good. Thank you.
The
for
lunches. I have not a sponsor yet. Lord Hobo Boom Sauce.
Oh,
So
love
good.
the boom.
So
love
good.
the boom.
So wonderful. I'm starting an early celebration. It is 27 years today for the wife and I.
Yeah, congratulations.
that.
Man.
Congratulations.
God help us. 27 years of unchanged locks. She's a patient woman.
Yep, I'm sure she is.
So I said to her like last week, I'm like, do you want to come down after the show? Because I politely slipped in that we're still doing the show. I said, do you want to come down after the show and grab dinner? And she goes, and I completely appreciate this because I feel it too, because I'm senile. She's like, not on a school night.
No, my God.
Like we're gonna be seated at a restaurant by 6:15 if we play our cards right. And she's like, not on a school night. We'll do it some other time.
So I think our last 3 probably has been Davio's for lunch
Oh.
Well, that's
You-
nice.
on a,
What's wrong
on a
with that?
Sunday.
Yeah, but see, on a Sunday.
No,
Early
but
on a
yeah.
Sunday. Yeah, not on a school night. See?
Early
Not
bird
on an
special.
actual day. It's
I got it.
always the weekend, either the Sunday before or after, and it's usually at lunchtime.
Yeah, we will
number
normally
are you
do
guys
like
on,
a
Billy?
Saturday night dinner the weekend prior, like Labor Day
We
weekend,
just had
which we just didn't do.
29.
Congratulations, bud.
Congratulations. Big
So what-
3-0. What are you doing next year for the big 3-0?
I don't know.
Can't be Davio's
So
for
the,
lunch.
so the
We
the
might
thing,
get a
so
second berry.
So we got married on her dad's 50th birthday.
okay.
50th. So 50. He turned 50 like a week later.
Yep.
So every 10 years of us is like a milestone birthday for him. So he'll be 80 next year. So I don't
Oh
know.
wow.
Because I'm sure we'll have to throw him a party for hitting that.
We'll have to throw him a party. It would be nice. It'd be
Yeah.
nice. He deserves
Maybe
cake.
we do.
I'm
some,
sure at 80 he likes an early bird special too. So maybe the 3 of you can go out.
Yeah, we're gonna have a party at like 11 a.m. and
Put him to
back
bed. Yep.
home by 3.
Yep. Love it. I got to tell you guys, and I think we might have talked about it last week. And then I want to find out what Scotty and Adam do too. So my neighborhood's been doing a draft forever, like since Kevin and that whole crew that graduated behind me finished school. So we're in, I don't know, uncharted territory. I think we've been doing ours since like 95. It's been a while.
Wow.
And we
Longer than
were-
I've been out of high school.
Yeah, we last year we did it at Kevin's restaurant, and I threw out, let's do it at Kevin's restaurant, and that wasn't gonna work for his schedule this year, so I just threw out, I'm like, let's do Hong Kong.
Yes.
And rubber shoes, and Adam know what that means. Dukes, we got to get you there at some point. It is Chelmsford's finest. It is the ugly
Total
second
opposite of
stepsister.
Kowloon.
Yes.
we have to get him there some point? No, we
but
don't.
I appreciate you said that, Rubber Shoes. It is very similar to Kowloon. And the only real difference is they turn the lights on. Yeah. Like, it's just, it
I
is
agree
what it
with-
is.
I
It's our,
agree with Timmy.
it's our
Very similar.
local Chinese restaurant that we all love. Like for years, my parents, it was almost every other week. We went to Hong Kong after church, or we went home for dinner after church. And we were going there forever. So I just threw out Hong Kong, and everybody's like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, let's take a walk around like the area. Are we going to Billerica? Are we going to Wu-Tang?
Why not?
Loon Ming? Like where are we going? Like which restaurant are we going to that we know is going to be super safe? So we went. It was awesome.
Feng
Our commissioner was pushing back. He's like, they won't be open. I'm on the phone immediately
Bike ride?
because I know. And
Don't challenge your Chinese food.
I call immediately and I'm like, hey, you open on Labor Day? She goes, we open every day. I'm like, I knew that. And I'm like, do you have Wi-Fi? And she's like, of course we have Wi-Fi. Yep. And we
Yeah,
crossed
they
the
got to
draft.
do karaoke there. How do you think
we-
they do
we-
karaoke?
Right this way,
Yes.
Mr. Lindsay.
Well, that's just everybody thought we were going to the bar. I'm like, no, we're taking the back room. We had the back room like mafiosos. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
That's awesome.
We had a great time. Scotty, what do you guys do for your anniversary? What's
And
the jam?
the quality of food's a little different from
It doesn't
Kowloon to
matter.
Hong
Nobody
Kong.
cares. It's the Mai Tais.
quality of
The Mai
food.
Tais and some poo poo platters. Nobody cares. It has gone up and down. He is right. Scotty, what do you and Amy
Everything's
do?
fried.
Everything's fried.
Yeah, but the oil
well-
level at Hong Kong is way more than at Kowloon.
And only a guy that rubs himself in oil every day to get on a berry would know the oil levels are off.
I would have given that cat $20 and I'll go with that drink right there.
I have the open lid too. It's not a shut one.
That would have been amazing. Jesus.
What are you and Amy
so the
doing?
funny thing is, Amy and I will be celebrating 7 years, 10 days from tomorrow. So the 17th of this month.
Nice.
7 years married,
Congratulations.
10 years together, like in October or something like that. The funny thing was actually, she had mentioned that to my mother-in-law. So she goes to Julie and she's like, "Oh, we'll be celebrating 7 years." Without missing a beat, Julie goes, "Oh, watch out for that 7-year itch."
Oh!
And I'm like, "What the fuck? I thought you liked me, Julie. Like that freaking dagger in
she
the
loves
heart." And I'm like, "Are you
7-year itch.
kidding me?"
Watch out for the 7-year itch.
I'm like, "You got to be kidding." So I wasn't there when the whole conversation went down, but she happened to be here for a Labor Day barbecue. And I just was like, "Really? Really, Julie?" Anytime I'd be like, "Go, do you need something to drink? If you want something?" "Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got an itch. I can't get it for you right now. Maybe in a couple of years I'll get it for you." So, yeah. My wife said that she's too tired to itch anything or whatever it was.
Oh, my God.
Like I was like, I don't know how to take that. Typically, we do we like to do like dinner and some kind of like a show usually or something like that. If we can get it down to Mohegan, we will. Always any chance to go to that or the Brook. Been hitting that up. Hit that a couple of times.
Everybody loves that place. It's legit, right?
It is
I've
legit.
never been.
It's
What is it? The
clean.
Brook?
Yeah, it's
There's a big casino and
in
sports
Seabrook.
book in Seabrook.
Oh.
And Teddy Bruschi's going to be there September 27th.
Oh, and
Oh.
I feel
all
like
right.
Scotty's going to be there,
Can we
Most
get some
likely.
pictures?
getting his chesticles signed.
Yeah,
Sign
absolutely.
my chest.
Down there.
Yep.
I'm definitely there. But it depends. Depends on the year. But typically we like to just enjoy, getting some dinner and stuff. I think last year we stayed in for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the boys brought back something from school and gave us like a little bit of an illness. So that was fun.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Oh yeah, last
Yeah.
year was your gauntlet of COVID, right? Was it,
Yes.
or is that the year before?
2 years. That was 2 years ago now. That was.
Oh wow, time flies.
Yeah, I think it was 2 years or something like that. But yeah, it was been a while.
That's crazy.
Adam, what about you guys?
We are celebrating 17 years married on Saturday.
I'm a baby.
And so we've been together for 22 years.
Jesus. All three of
And
you guys got it.
Magical number.
September?
Yes.
Magical number.
Yes, it is. And we're celebrating that on your behalf, Tim.
Yeah.
Of course.
It'll
So
be
we
tough
used to go to,
tough to
we
do
got
that again next
engaged
year,
at,
but we'll figure it out.
okay. We got engaged at this place called the Ocean House in Dennis on the Cape. And so we used to go there every single year. But then we had kids, and as things happen, we don't go there very often anymore. So now there's this place called the Boca Oyster Bar in Bridgeport, which is actually right on the water, which is super nice. So we're going to go there on Saturday.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Del Boca
excited.
Vista?
Don't book of it. Phase 2. Phase
no.
2.
Yes.
Phase
When
That's
is your
where we're
anniversary,
moving
Adam?
to.
What day is
Huh?
it? September, right?
September
It's in
10th.
September. 10th. Oh, so a couple of days. Nice.
20 more minutes.
Yes,
It's a
sir.
big week, and everyone's still married.
And we're still on the show.
It's just shocking. It's shocking. I
For now,
Steph's
apparently,
doing
this might
Steph's
not
not
be
doing
it.
her 13th pH balance of the day, swearing under her breath, but it's fine. Look at
Still
Rubbish
doing that
Shoes.
goddamn show. Fine.
Soft as a baby's ass. Whole skin tone. Phenomenal. I love it.
Oh my God.
I love him in this new judging chair. He's so judgmental.
too.
Just the
Me
whole,
too.
all of it. All of it.
It's a whole new
we're
thing.
Gonna throw
I
money
love
on
it.
we're throwing money on the league
that
now that I didn't
Suede?
care. I would have
Is it
drafted
suede? It looks
differently.
like suede. Is it suede?
I don't know.
Is it casual? Is it
Steph-
casual?
We got it
Steph
from,
picked
we
it
got
up
it from
and moved it
Job
in.
Lots.
It's actually a pool float that rocks. You got it from Job Lots?
Yeah.
It's not micro suede,
you-
it's micro lube.
Did you at least hold the door open for Steph while she carried that in, or no?
I carried it. Well, actually,
Oh, he
I
bumped
said-
his
I
ass.
Suspect.
Tyler and myself. He helped.
Tyler is 7 foot too. I'm sure he probably
Yeah.
carried it in by himself.
He tried to.
Probably.
I'm like, easy there,
One
killer.
arm.
Did you guys see a couple things? And I don't know if you saw any of these. You probably did. Apparently, Sanders' son, the quarterback Shador, is working with Brady. Did you see that?
No.
He this
Brady's had
past
some coaching sessions with him. What?
Yes, this past off season. He's not working with him currently now,
No,
but
okay.
he was working with him during basically early summer. Essentially, they were having sessions and stuff like that. They were working together. Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Brady was also on the news this morning. Did you guys see that?
No.
He was on CNBC first thing this morning. He has a new corporate sponsorship, or I guess he's a corporate, face now for Delta, which I sort of find.
I did hear that.
I sort of find amazing because I felt like he had something with NetJets, but you think he would have something with like NetJets or something private, right? And
he's not flying Delta.
Yeah, well, no, you make a great point, Rubber Shoes. It's not like you factor in coach asking you to put your chair up. I know that, but like, I thought that was interesting. Yeah, they had him on for like 30 minutes, and he looks
Of course they did.
He looks so cool, calm, and collected, so chill. God bless him. I was going to ask you guys, does anybody think that he's actually going to ever work for Fox?
He announced the other day. He actually came out and announced.
Oh, he did
during his podcast that he will be on Fox starting next year. So he will 100% be on Fox.
So
he signed a 10-year,
question. I'll say yes.
$75 million contract. So,
Which podcast scooped us?
Which podcast scooped us? His?
The
one he does with Jim Gray?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the thing
Fair
is,
enough.
so with the Delta thing, right? He also has ownership stake in the Birmingham City Football Club, right? He's a part of the Raiders, right? He's part of ownership of the Aces of the WNBA. He's a Major League pickleball expansion team.
Love it.
And recently he won World Championship expansion team. He's ownership of all of those, and now he's a part of Delta. Like he's just like.
But he has
portfolio.
ownership in Delta, or he's a
I don't
spokesperson.
think it's ownership. I think he's. I don't know, Timmy. I didn't catch that part of it. I just know that he's.
I just saw him on. He was on this screen, and I had the volume down for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
I was trying to actually work.
I'm not exactly sure, but
He has something to do with Delta.
Yeah, it's not bad. He's getting paid.
Strategic advisor.
Yes, is that what you just looked up? A strategic advisor.
That's what it says.
So they bring him in once a year. They bring him in
deal.
once a year. This is how they justify it. Tom, thanks for coming in. We just wanted to ask you, when we put the plane in the air, should we land it? And we're like, that's a great idea. And they'll be like, thanks, Tom. And they write him a check and he leaves for another year.
We got to call it audible when there's turbulence.
What is he using? What is he using his not marketing degree from Michigan for that? Like what? Really?
It will integrate.
They were probably asking him about the air pressure of the cabin.
Oh, rubber shoes.
Fucking low
That's
blow.
grounds for suspension, rubber shoes.
What a good one.
That's
But it was
grounds
a
for
good one, but it
suspension.
was
That's a good
low
one.
blow.
He's in his thinking chair. Let him think. Let him think.
Brady is involved in information about employees, customers, and communities. Is what's listed on their website.
I saw him sitting at the dais on CNBC, and all I could think of was Leonardo DiCaprio, Catch Me If You Can, when he goes to that university to hire all the stewardesses. That's what he's going to be doing.
Yeah, he is.
Would
Yeah,
you
he
like to
is.
be in a plane with me? Oh, yeah. He's going to run the interview process. Yep.
I can't believe it.
Can you spell your
Brady's
name?
gonna
Do you
be a
have an 8x10
billionaire.
glossy? Sign here.
Do we think he'll be a billionaire, right? Or do we think he already is a billionaire?
No. I mean,
Not there.
I don't think he is because I think he took a massive hit on Bitcoin. And I also think that massive hit on Bitcoin is what caused some of the turbulence, pun intended, you're welcome, there'll be a quiz later, in the marriage.
Right.
I think he grabbed a big nut out of the family savings to do Bitcoin. I don't think she necessarily knew how big the nut was. And I think when it blew up, she had to find out how big it was.
Right. Really.
What? You're welcome.
The amount of innuendos right there were just
I'm
amazing. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Giselle didn't know the size of his nut.
Well,
And then when it blew up,
yeah. When it blew up.
Oh, this is great.
Interesting.
How are the Red Sox doing? Anybody?
We're not.
No.
It's all football. It's all football. We have
Oh,
to do.
football.
We're gonna.
We just-
Go ahead.
Whoa,
For
whoa,
1
wait.
second,
I
though.
promoted the show
Oh,
as telling Timmy how wrong he was about his 96 wins. That's
Oh.
part of the promotion of tonight's show.
I'll give you 30 seconds. 29. 28.
Yeah, you gotta be like 20 games off, Tim.
I am cautiously optimistic for next year.
And I did say that Adam would probably talk about the
72
WNBA also.
You know what? If we're going to talk about the Red
Do
Sox,
you want to talk about that? I'm happy to talk about
with
WNBA.
the Red Sox, if we're going to go there, and let's go there, and we're not going to talk about the Red Sox, but we're going to talk about their gear. I adore the team at Nike, and when they Nikeify, as they have with college football, and they've done with baseball. And I don't know, and I appreciate, because I go back and forth on this. Like, there's certain NFL uniforms you shouldn't screw with. They're just good. They're classic. I love what the Patriots have done recently. The shirt that Scotty has on, the varsity stripes on the shoulders, taking the what did they call those Thursday night uniforms? What were they called?
Color Rush.
The Color Rush. We basically took our Color Rush uniforms and made them our uniform. I love varsity stripes down the leg, varsity stripes on the shoulder. I love that classic look. I love where we are right now with what we're doing. I'd love Pat Patriot permanently back on the side of the helmet. I would adore that, but that's not going to happen. Anyway, Nike's doing such a good job with baseball. I would love to see us do a little bit more. We have our City Connects. I love those. And we have a whole bunch of combinations now, but I'd love to see us do, and honestly, according to Nike, 7 more. I mean, look at Milwaukee. Have you seen some of the Milwaukee uniforms? The powder blue with the MLKE.
7 more Red Sox ones, you're saying?
I would love to see a handful more Red Sox. And they don't have to be out all the time, but like pop them in here and there.
Right.
Like, why are we not letting Nike Nikeify us? Is that another John Henry decision? Or like, are we? Here's my question. From Boston to ownership, from the Boston Populi to ownership, are we not allowed to have fun? Are we not allowed to, like, if our team is going to suck,
Well,
can't
look at
they
their
look good
team.
doing it? Can't they look good doing it?
On the way home, I was flipping channels and I heard something. I didn't get a chance to research it, but they were saying something about why did John Henry change his mind, and is Theo part of the answer? So I don't know what has been going on today, but they were saying something, speculating that Theo Epstein could be back in Boston. That's the way I took it.
What?
Yeah. Heim could be gone. Theo could be back in. But that's all I just heard it in passing, basically. So I don't know what we're getting into.
Well, wild speculation. If he comes back, is there a relationship between him and Cora? And do you think Cora stays?
I don't think they cross paths.
No.
So
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really don't.
But I mean, would he leave? He's working for Major League Baseball right now, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So
he
it
seems
would
like a
have
step
to be
down.
like he would have to be the highest paid GM in baseball or potentially sports, I think, to come back. I think just the way that they left was acrimonious at best, right? It wasn't it wasn't a very pretty, 7-year itch type of leave kind of a situation there.
Oh, that's on your mind.
It is, right? What does Timmy say? A quiz later. Anyway, but it's one of those things where I think it'll be, if he does come back, I think it'd be great for the club, right? But I think it'd be they'd have to really roll out the red carpet. Personally, that's my opinion.
Well, they could. I mean, Bob Kraft learned with after Parcells, being able to shop for his own groceries and stuff. And when he brought Belichick back in, he could change his tune on how he wanted to run the team. So they could be like, all right, we tried all this other stuff. You seem to do it the best, because that's the thing with like Dabrowski was all in, bring in all the stars, pay all the money, but Theo was little analytics, little scouting. I think that's the middle road, and I think that's what works best in baseball. You can't have it all one way or the other. There's to take a little of each, and Theo he did it here, he did it in Chicago, so I think he kind of knows what he's doing.
Well, I mean, if you think about Billy Bean and Moneyball and the movie, Theo was the one that was here that figured it out when they were interviewing Billy Beane, when he didn't come here.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So, and he's the one. I think I failed to remember his name. Bill
James.
Bill James. Right. And everybody hated that and sabermetrics and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't hate that at all. I want any sort of change. I'm a BC football fan. Like, I already want to fire my coach. We just landed. Like,
Now you found your quarterback over the weekend.
We did. It was a wonderful day. It was a wonderful day. We just need a new coach for that quarterback. Maybe. Hi, Jeff. You look great. You don't look great. Holy shit.
Well, I think Theo won his 2 rings here, but we've won since him, so I don't know that it makes a ton of sense to come back. For him to come back. Let's just move to the next thing. Ownership needs to get their head out of their ass.
It's like NBC calling Seinfeld saying, bring the show back. And like, I don't know if it's going to play again, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But
he was the right guy for the right time in Boston. I don't know that he's the right guy.
And if he does come back, you got to come to the presser in a gorilla suit. You have to. Remember he snuck out of the offices in a gorilla suit?
Yes. Yeah, that's hysterical.
I'd absolutely bring it back and just take the head off, put it next to me, and be like, what are your questions? You goddamn right I delivered a title. Like, you know what? If they're going to write him a fat check, he wouldn't come back just for the money. He'd come back to win. And it would be a process. But I just, you know, I don't know.
Where does he live now? He must live in New York, right? I would think so.
I believe so, yeah.
And he's got kids, so they're probably in school.
But he's from here.
There's pretty good education up here. He'd figure it out.
Yeah, maybe.
He'd figure it out. It would be okay.
I think it's a pipe dream. I think we got to move on from Heim, but I think it's a pipe dream.
Well, I know John
Jimmy
Henry
would let his kids go to BC.
I know John Henry will watch the show later, so I'm just going to put in my vote. Let them Nikify the team. Let them do it.
All right.
Let them do it.
That's more important than the GM or the
I'm always looking
manager.
to buy more jerseys.
Yes!
Yeah,
I'm
kidding.
I'm doing it for you, Rubber Shoes.
What day are we on? Speaking of which, what day are we on Jersey of the Day? I mean, it doesn't seem like you have any sign of stopping.
I got a good month left at least.
And do you do 7 days a week? I haven't been keeping track. Is it 7 days a week?
Yeah. Every day.
I'm gonna go look.
His dry cleaner is fucking loaded.
Oh my God! That's
Here you go,
hysterical.
Mr. Corey. Here you go. Next.
What are you gonna do What are you gonna do when you run out of jerseys of the day?
I'm gonna start
reopen
asking
Modell's.
people, if you want me to continue this, you can send me a jersey to wear.
There it is. I was just gonna say. So
Wow.
I know Rubber Shoes hates my morning show. My morning show. The host plays the dress Rubber Shoes game, and we could start to tell our listeners, if you want to see Rubber Shoes wear something or float on something, send it in. And I finished
Next
saying
summer,
that,
it's
and
the
I can
float of
almost
the
hear
day.
Shirley Lindsay typing away on Amazon. Here comes a banana.
Oh,
I liked the whoopee cushion you sent the other day, Rubber Shoes. I think you need to get that.
I know, but
The thing
don't
was
you
sold
honestly-
out everywhere I looked.
Oh,
Don't
What a
you see
bummer. Steph?
And here's the thing: don't you see Steph Mother Shoes gets home from work?
yeah.
I gotta breathe when I say this. A lot
Remember,
of therapy.
we work together, so we come home
You're
together.
making my point.
All right, okay,
Stephanie
okay.
gets home from work with Rubber Shoes.
Yeah.
Has to meander through their house of prizes, right? There's shirts, there's inflatables. And then she's got to concoct some sort of a meal, right? To fill him up so then he can go float and test the
Right.
strength of the strawberry
While
until the
she
sun goes
paints
down.
the house
While
and
she
tests
finishes
the,
the
pH
third
levels.
coat in Studio Q,
Oh, no,
then she's going to go back out and run a pH balance.
She's going back there right now, actually.
Oh my God! You
When-
want to get her
when
out
it-
there raking leaves? What's going on?
When is,
She's going to the pool.
We're making a national holiday. When is Steph's birthday?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
May 13th.
All right. Well, we're going to Kowloon. She's not invited, but we're going to celebrate anyway.
It's a celebration for her if she's by herself.
Yeah. We want you to relax. We're gonna celebrate.
relax.
Yeah.
2 years
We're gonna
ago,
get him out of
so
your
that
hair.
was our 27th anniversary. I went to Garth Brooks' concert on the night of our anniversary.
With another girl, right?
With another girl. We've
Yes,
already heard this story. It's not great.
Oh yeah.
Not winning you husband of the year, buddy.
Hey, it's worked for 29 years.
Well,
I know it's impressive.
Tick.
She is a saint.
Holy shit. Oh, I can't feel my eyes. All right. Are we doing Patriots picks? What are we doing, ladies?
Oh, sure. Why
All right.
not? Rubber shoes has to get in the pool to
Rubber
do his
shoes,
picks,
you're in
though.
the thinking chair.
You want me to go first? All right. So I have them at 7 and 11.
Oh. Yikes. Okay. 7 and 11.
Yeah. So when I went through the
No
schedule,
explanation?
I had 5 definite wins, and then I'm like, Belichick will pull a couple more out of his ass. So that's where I got the 7.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
Scotty looks
pretty
so
good.
inquisitive. I'm so excited to hear what he says.
Because
Because what I'm about to say will get me kicked off the show, I'm sure. Go ahead.
No, you guys
take
go ahead.
a drink. Take a drink.
Save me to the end.
Take a drink.
Save me
Oh,
to the end.
okay.
Go ahead.
Adam?
Go ahead, buddy.
So
All
we
right,
have
I'll go.
7 and 10, right?
Listen,
7 11.
11, right? 18 games.
7.
17
7,
games.
17.
17.
18
Oh, yeah. So
weeks.
7 and 10. Sorry.
7 and 10. Okay.
18,
10,
18
yeah.
weeks. That's what it is.
So, believe it or not, before Rubber Shoes spoke, I was going to say 10 and 7. So I'm going to stick with 10 and 7, even though it's the exact opposite of what Rubber Shoes said. But I'm going 10 and 7. I think our defense is a lot better than people give it credit for in the offseason, the preseason. And I think Mac is going to have a breakout year. I think last year was a sophomore slump. I think this year is going to be a year that he actually starts to sling it a little bit.
I think you used the right terminology. Break. He might break a leg or break an arm because he's going to be on his back so much.
Oh, Rubber Shoes.
Does that turn you on?
No, there's no strawberry involved.
Yeah.
What's Mac's berry of choice?
Boysen. It's on his Wikipedia page. What? I looked it up. I'm doing research.
Holy jeez.
Doing my part.
That's the next float, a boysenberry float.
We have 7 and 10. Now we have 10 and 7. I'm gonna go 9 and 8.
9 and 8.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
9 and 8. And I know people like, I think even 7 and 10 is one of the more positive numbers I've heard. A lot of people are way down on us. I think you could argue that Mac was good because of everybody around him in Alabama. And Bambalamba had a great team. They always have I would argue, and people get mad at me when I say this, Bambalamba on any given Saturday or Sunday could step into the worst or the couple worst NFL stadiums and beat those teams. I truly feel that way. I know a lot of people. I know Scotty is politely disagreeing with me right now, and I don't care. I think Bambalamba could beat a pro team on any given Sunday. So, yes, he's had massive talent around him. I also think he is a good athlete. I also think he's super smart, and I also think he got absolutely sabotaged last year. And in his sophomore year that could have been fruitful, he got screwed. And I really think there's an opportunity here with Billy O'Brien. And I think this is nothing and everything. I think he's got a little extra stank on him right now because apparently I think Sophie's out of the picture. I think he's single. So does that matter? I don't know. I don't know if she was a distraction and a problem or if he's going to be footloose and fancy free and he's like the cock of the walk now. I think 9 and 8, I think he's going to look so much better. And I still think there's going to be deficiencies because I still think that we're going to have troubles because I still think this group is getting back together. And and I think we have a huge hill to climb in the AFC East. I think we're in a very difficult conference or division, I should say. 9 and 8.
So I just want to say one thing before Scotty jumps in. So we have a potentially difficult division. So the Jets are, let's be honest, they have a great defense, but they're a big question mark.
The Jets
Right,
burned
we
to the
don't know.
ground, but keep going.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, the Dolphins are one tough hit away from having a mediocre quarterback under center. And you might even argue that Tua is not the greatest quarterback ever. So, and the Bills, I'll say the Bills are definitely in the top tier of the NFL. Okay, so we faced them twice, but our other 4 games in the AFC East are, to me, they're toss-up games, honestly. So, I don't know if I'll probably have a second in the AFC East with a chance to pull one out when Buffalo comes here. I don't think we win in Buffalo. So.
A patient nation awaits. Go ahead, Scotty. Finishes his beer. His beer.
All right. So
14-3. Go ahead.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Nope. First things first. Belichick starts off with a win this Sunday. 16-7 in opening days. All right. So 16-7 in opening days. I'm not even going to look at Billy in the freaking corner over here.
He went deep in the analytics. He went deep in the analytics.
How many of those 16 were with Brady?
Hold on. Let me jump in real quick.
I'm already jumping.
Dear Liberty Mutual,
pissed.
Scott Duquette did no work for your company this week. He was looking at the numbers. Up until this very moment, he's done no work for Liberty Mutual this week. Go ahead.
I just got back from vacation yesterday.
I got confused.
I caught up all the emails and shit. Beat the Eagles, beat the Dolphins. Right? They start off 2-0. That's what I see right now.
He's walking us down the path.
I think the Dolphins game it's at home, so I think they have a great chance. They beat
and
them
you
at
think
the end
do you think they get a
of the
Brady
season
bump?
last year.
They get a Brady
I'm
bump?
not gonna let you talk over. What's up?
You get a Brady bump on Sunday. Yes.
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay.
Yes, without a doubt.
100%. Yeah. Let's go.
I think that makes a huge difference. Then they lose back-to-back. I think the streak against the Jets comes to an end on the 24th. They lose to the Jets. They lose to the Cowboys, back-to-back games. I think Rodgers in September is going to look phenomenal. I think the Jets are going to look like world beaters in September. And I 1,000% agree with both of you guys, Adam and Timmy, that they're going to crash and burn, pun intended. All right. They go back-to-back victories against
New
the
York,
Saints.
too late, too soon. I'm not sure.
Too soon, probably too soon. Yeah, September 11th, a few days away. Anyway, back-to-back wins, Saints, which
got us
I'll be
canceled,
there
Scotty.
at the Saints game with my boys. Looking forward to that. We're staying the night, having a great time.
Oh,
Nice.
Back-to-back wins, Saints. They go to Vegas. They beat McDaniels. There's not going to be any they're pumping after the game for McDaniels. Get the fuck out of here, you garbage. Lose to the Bills back at home, though.
Oh.
They lose to Buffalo on the 22nd. They come back home. They lose to them. They go to Miami, and they reverse some demons. Mac plays really well. They get the win. They sweep Miami this year. Beat the Commanders because the Commanders are shit. They beat the Colts in Germany. Okay? And, that's just – they should beat the Colts in Germany. That should not be. That should be one of those Billy's guaranteed wins there. Bye week. After the bye week, they go to the Giants. Really close game with Daboll. They beat the Giants, but it's very, very close. Daboll's a really good coach. But then they come back home, they lose to the Chargers. Even though they've had the Chargers numbers the last few years, I think Justin Herbert's this season could potentially be an MVP year for him. I think the kid's going to take the next step. Go to Pittsburgh, win. Beat the Steelers because it's the Steelers. Go to hell. Lose to the Chiefs because it's the Chiefs, and at that point, Kelsey's knee will be better. Go out to Denver, beat Denver. Go in Buffalo during a friggin' blizzard, beat Buffalo in a blizzard. Finish the season.
Calling the weather.
Jets.
Nostradamus, too. I'm so proud of you.
Finish the season against the Jets, who have already just completely imploded. Zach Wilson starting at quarterback because Rodgers is done for the year with an injury, and they finish with a win, and they finish 12-5.
And we start Doug Flutie. Love it.
Wow.
Love it.
Wow. I loved it.
That's what I got.
What's your final call?
12-5.
12-5. Good for you.
There's a lot of caveats in there, but I don't really want to include them. Most of it is from a health perspective, people got to stay healthy, right? I think
that's any team.
Exactly. If the squad that they, in theory, can put out there is healthy, this team, I can absolutely see them going 12-5. If a lot of injuries happen, especially to the wide receiver core or the offensive line, I could see this team, being back to mediocre, and I could see I would agree with Adam on 10-7. I do think they're going to be above 500 though, even though this is one of the toughest schedules in football. I think this season will be one of Belichick's best, personally. But that's where I'm coming from.
At 12-5, where do they land in the division?
They'll finish first in the division, so they get back to AFC East ground. Buffalo will be Buffalo will be right behind them, and then
we'll have beaten them twice.
Yep, but they won't be number one.
Melted.
I still have the Chefs as number one, and then Pats do win a wild card game, but they lose in the divisional game.
Wow, I love it. I love it.
Wow.
I think that's a
And you
very
still
well thought out.
I actually have Buffalo going to the Super Bowl. Is what I would have.
Against.
Really?
Yep.
Against.
I'm not there yet.
Oh.
I got more work to do. I focus on the AFC. It was my main focus.
So Liberty
know
Mutual,
that,
he's not working for you
one of
next
the
week either.
Next
ESPN
week either.
guys- one of the ESPN guys.
I can't make the show
Philadelphia
next week, so I'm working.
in Miami.
I'm
Beautiful
working.
mind.
Boss, I'm working. Tina, I'm working.
Look at the windows over his left shoulder. There's all Shoppy written on it. Beautiful mind.
It's like on the whiteboard.
Oh my God! I love it.
Boy.
Oh, he brought out the
he's got the
whiteboard.
fucking whiteboard. Holy
Yeah,
Moses.
buddy.
Holy Moses. All right,
Oh,
that
man.
puts a wrap on it. So,
That was really impressive. I liked the description. I thought you were very clear.
we went for a
concise.
little journey with Uncle
It was
Scott.
very
Uncle
good.
Duke took
very
us.
good. Me, I'm just looking at the numbers in my head and just saying I'll go 10-7.
There you go.
Just kidding.
I'm going to throw this down because we have to go back. God willing, we get there before this too. We're talking end of season, obviously. Scotty, they go 12-5 and beat Buffalo in a snowstorm. We have to go to Calhoun. Like we have to celebrate that. We have to celebrate that. And you leave your wallet in your pants on that one. That is magical. If you called 12-5 winning a snowstorm in the flow, I am buying your dinner.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
same.
not like I'm really.
And I'm
going
also
on a
buying
limb
rubber
here.
shoes because I still owe him. So Adam, you're in too. I'm buying dinner.
All
It's
right.
December 31st, New Year's Eve against Buffalo in Buffalo. So it's not like I'm going on a limb. It's a strong possibility there's going to be snow. But
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
And if sadly at that point the loon has closed, we will meet at Honkin' Bongs in Chelmsford.
I don't know where that is. But
You're gonna
Good
love
to
it,
know that
Scotty.
they have
Rubber
Wi-Fi.
shoes
It's good
knows,
to
and
know
we
that
love
they
it,
have Wi-Fi.
and we love it. We will be in the bar, and you will love it. There's a jukebox. A DJ wanders in. It gets catastrophic at best.
there's not no cats to eat. That's okay.
Holy
The
Moses!
poo-poo platters are magical.
All right,
at
rubber
Honky
shoes. We
Tonk.
didn't grab it at the top. We want to give Joe and Leslie all the love since we talked about Kowloon, our other sponsor, who's not a sponsor. They're just where we eat when our sponsors feed us. Joe and Leslie, our dear friends at AAA Work Trucks, who unfortunately pay him enough that he can have a pool and additional floats.
And a
God,
Bacalao.
help us. Yeah. And yes.
Exactly. He's speechless.
You want the plug or
Just say hi to Joe
know
and
what's
Leslie.
going
That's
on.
all.
brought to you by AAA Work Trucks, your one-stop shop for all your work truck needs. If it goes in or on a vehicle, it's good that AAA can take care of it for you. Give them a call at 866-783-6222 or check them out online at aaaworktrucks.com.
So I have to do some sneakery, which now that I feel endeared enough to Joe and Leslie, I'm going to call. I'm telling you this is happening, and you're not going to stop it. I'm going to get a hold of my dear friends. They don't know me yet. My dear friends at AAA Work Trucks. I'm going to get the digital work pots, Adam, that are wrapped around the vehicles for AAA Work Trucks.
Yes.
I am then going to have those captured, sent to my wife at, not a sponsor yet, AMI Graphics, and I'm going to have some fatheads made for us.
Oh my God! Please.
So
Yes!
yeah, because we can take those and make those into anything.
Oh my God!
What I
And they need
want,
to come with us
what
to
I
Kowloon.
want in my senile perverse life, I need a shot of Scotty mounting an inflatable rubber shoes in his pool.
Done.
And the name of
Print
that
it.
episode will be
Let's
I
do it.
Can't Quit You.
Yeah.
Rubber Shoes is not amused at all.
And the cat for the win.
cat comes
And the
in.
cat for
Cat's
the
gonna
win.
eat- oh, no,
What is
down.
new? What's new kitty's name? Rubber
Maggie.
Shoes? Maggie.
Maggie.
Love it.
I love it.
Like from The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Is that what it's from?
In my mind, it is.
Oh, okay. All right.
See?
We have
Okay.
a full on Margaret. I call her Margarita when I'm feeling spicy. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Margaret and Jeffrey and Pickles. Yeah.
I can't believe you don't have a Kowloon cat. You should have a Kowloon cat.
Too soon. Anyway, Scotty, that was for you. All right, we're wrapping it up. For Adam and Scotty.
Wait. Before we go.
Oh,
He did do his WNBA.
Yeah, Rubber Shoes promoted it, so I might as well give it to you.
Oh.
The Connecticut Sun, third. They're going to be in the third spot on the playoffs. Alyssa Thomas last night. Scotty, you can appreciate this stat line: 27 points, 12 rebounds, 14 assists, 6 steals. She almost had a quadruple double.
Wow.
Incredible night. So shout out to Alyssa Thomas, the league MVP should be this year. So we'll see what happens. But she plays in Connecticut.
And Adam, you don't have complimentary season tickets from the Suns yet, correct?
Yet. Thank you.
All right.
Yet
All right.
is
We're
the
working on that.
operative
All right.
word. Yes.
Because we need a beat reporter.
Yes. Well, I would love to be the beat reporter. So I'm trying to
I can
angle for that.
imagine the surprise on Jess's face when she finds out that you're in the locker room. And as they said on an epic episode of Seinfeld, the only thing between me and him is a thin layer of gabardine.
So Adam, this is the last week of games, right?
Last week of games. Yeah. The playoffs start
Regular
next week.
season.
Look out.
Yep.
Look
I'll be
out.
reporting on it regularly in the coming weeks. So
Love it.
yes.
All right, for Rubber Shoes and his thinking chair, and our dear friends at AAA, Work Trucks, Joe and Leslie, Uncle Dukes, live from the lanai, the indoor lanai next to the pool, which apparently needs more water. And it's
Just
100
call
degrees
Steph.
out. It apparently needs more Uncle Dukes, too. You jumping in there after this? You going in next?
Me?
Are you jumping in?
No.
Oh.
No.
No
because I
evening swim.
I shut everything down because I thought I broke the friggin' thing, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh.
So I gotta
Add
figure
water.
that out.
That's it. That's it.
Apparently, I got to add
Add
some
water.
water. I don't know.
For Rubber Shoes, Scotty, Adam, and myself, catch us online. It's atbshow.com. There are things coming to a theater near you for the new fall season.
Yes.
Our genius in the tech department is working hard on all these things right now. I talked to him today, so it's coming. It's all going to be here. We'll be back next week. Wednesday, we're aiming for. We appreciate you guys watching. Please share and like and subscribe and comment, and you can do all that right here on the YouTubes at atbshow.com. Have a phenomenal week. We'll see you guys after the Brady Bowl, in which Scotty says, big, big, big win. Love it. See you, boys.